Hi, guys. I know you'll have been hearing a lot of talk since morning, but I think all of us here, we also believe in action. So I'm going to just quickly summarize everything that happened today. But I want to start with just the feeling I'm left with that, since COVID, since 2020, so many of us came together, so many networks that we all spoke about. And it was really, what was precious was the diversity of people who came together for the first time in the creative sector. So we had all kinds of people, from buyers to designers to artisans to writers to students. And I think today what's happened is that that diversity has got added with one more dimension, which is that we've got the investors, the funders, people from a completely alien ecosystem for us, those of us in the creative sector, the finance ecosystem, to come onto our platform and for us to begin dialoguing. And I think that's something really special that has happened today. Also, I think the spirit with which we all came together, which was a lot of goodwill, a lot of trust in each other, I think that spirit is very much alive after 3 years. So that's been really very heartening and great to see. I'll quickly just sum up some of the things that seem to have emerged today. And this is again keeping in tune with the coming together of all of us. And we've come together to address challenges that we can collectively maybe address, maybe not individually, but maybe collectively we can do something about it. And that may probably address, the challenges the sector faces and which have remained to some extent and to a large extent, perhaps, AC, unaddressed for all these decades. I'll just quickly sum up some of the things that has come, which have been takeaways for me. One is, of course, what we began with, that can we actually together, come together to look at what sort of templates for data collection could be created, even at very individual levels. So how do we all collectively address this challenge of data? It's something that's serious. I think that was, brought out very clearly, and something we all need to work on together, perhaps. I don't know how, but it's an area of concern for us to address. The other was very pertinent, I think all of us have spoken about it, is that can we together come out with templates and a different lens, different metrics with which to measure, whether it's finance or impact, whether, what is unique and specific to this system. So can we, for example, come out with templates for that, which can help, the stakeholders within the funding and the finance ecosystem to start engaging with us? Can we aggregate at scale with diversity? So taking diversity at scale rather than replicating at scale. Can we come out with a metric for that? Can we begin looking at evidence, research, capacity building, and new articulation for positioning our sector? The nature-based solutions, which is a new articulation, but it's something all of us have been doing since decades. But can we start, with a new articulation that can start capturing the imagination of the youth, of many other segments who have not otherwise been engaging with this sector? So together, can we perhaps, as an outcome of this conclave, maybe look at a few pilots that could be funded through some of the funds that have emerged today, or organizations, funders who are interested to start engaging with the sector. So can we look at maybe collectively working on some pilots which address some of the issues that have emerged today? And of course, there was one, I thought, very nice suggestion from Meera. She suggested, why don't we set up a system of speed dating between funders and creative enterprises? So maybe we should consider that seriously. And hopefully, I think what happened today in Kula, where all of us have come together, and 200M, of course, with its research and passion about looking at finance for the creative sector. I hope that in future there will be other challenges, other issues that other people will come forth with, where we will have more conclaves, more discussions, and together we will continue to address the challenges that the sector faces, and to come out proactive solutions that can be presented and shared. Yeah, I think that's about it, what I had to say. But I also hope at the next conclave that, we have more voices, particularly voices of artisans, of art. We tried to do that today in some of the sessions, but it would be so nice to hear more from them. And I look forward to that in the next conclave. Uh, Thank you, and I think that's about all I have to say. If any of you have struck any deals with anybody, you have to give us 30%.